So nice to be here. This is my first time in Louisville. I've been in Kentucky before. I performed in Lexington a couple of years ago. Did someone just boo Lexington? Yeah, I found that's awesome. It's like Springfield and Shelbyville, apparently. How dare they be an hour and a half away? How dare they be over there being all Lexington-y? What is the beef? I found out about it yesterday. What happened? The mayors used to be married. There was an ugly divorce. What happened? Oh, basketball. Ah. Okay. All right. Classic. Sports. That would have figured it out. Why didn't I think of that? I thought like you guys are whiskey and they're over there drinking wine or something. I thought it ran deeper, you know? That's a Merlot community. We're over here sipping bourbon, yeah. But yeah, that's what happened. I remember I came here, this was like before the pandemic, like 2018 or something. I was hired to do a company Christmas party in Lexington, Kentucky. And it was for a motorcycle parts company. And they were having a Christmas party for a bunch of people that make motorcycle parts, and they looked exactly how you'd imagine. And they brought me in for that. I don't know if I've been up here long enough for you to realize they picked the wrong comedian. Like I have no motorcycle vibes coming off of me. You can tell by looking at me. Honda Fit man, definitely. Honda Fit. It's not paid off. I still owe $3,000 on it. It's a sensible vehicle. There's plenty of room for groceries. And my fiance, and that's about it, all right? There's no other guests allowed. Not if we're getting groceries. But so I went out there, and it was a rough-looking crowd, and they did not enjoy me. And I was trying to relate to them. I was like, oh, I landed over at Muhammad Ali International, drove through Louisville, and they're like, it's pronounced Louisville! And it was an angry, it was not a polite, like, hey, why don't you try it this way, sir? It was an angry, it's Louisville! And I'm like, I am so sorry, Louisville. I apologize. I didn't mean to upset you. It's wool! And I'm like, wool? Wool! Wool? Wool! And then finally I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't. I think I have too many teeth. I don't know what the problem is. I have too many of these pearly white roadblocks in my face. And I'm just unable to go full wool. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that, because they did not. I ruined the Christmas party with that little ditty. You guys are a lot nicer than those people in Lexington, I'll give you that. I'm on your guys' side in that basketball rivalry. Very much enjoyed Louisville, like under the radar of a really cool city. I've only been here 2 days, but it's awesome. You guys landed in the airport dedicated to Muhammad Ali. It was awesome. It was Muhammad Ali everywhere. It was great. It's like a shrine to Muhammad Ali, and then just one statue of Colonel Sanders for some reason. And I'm like, how'd they slip in the Colonel? Like someone felt left out. They're like, put in the Colonel. Put in the chicken man. It made no sense. But I liked it, you know? I dug it. I love how many distilleries you have. I watched all these YouTube videos of what to do in Louisville, and they're like, go to a distillery and go a whiskey tasting. And I'm like, you can't. How? Yeah, bourbon. I'm sorry. Excuse me. They're both on the bottle. Like, it's... What is the difference between bourbon and whiskey?
Kentucky and Tennessee.
I see. It's a real Champagne of France situation, isn't it? You guys felt left out. Those damn Frenchies. Well, we're going to come up with our own. Whiskey's for them Tennessee folk. Here we drink bourbon. Well, there, I learned something. I like it. I'm still too scared to go check out a distillery and go bourbon tasting. Can't do it. How do you get home? I've seen it on the pictures. You get a flight of bourbons, and and then what? And then what? I'm from California, where we have wineries like Lexington, and let me tell you what, I can get a couple glasses of wine and still drive home. That's grape juice with some kick. That's all that is. But Bourbon, good Lord, I'd be too drunk to get in an Uber. Bourbon? Can't handle that. I agree fully. Yeah, that's how I'd feel drinking the Bourbon. It was very nice to be here. That was cool. Went and had some lunch yesterday. I didn't realize that we can just cross the state line so easily and go into Indiana. I didn't know that. My fiance, oh, you guys came over from Indiana. All right. I don't know if there's a beef, but welcome. I don't want to step into that bucket, you know? Welcome unless they say you're not welcome. Then how dare you come over that bridge, you know? That's how I found about it. Emma looked up a place for us to eat, and then I was like, where are we going? And she's like, it's 10 minutes away. And I'm like, we're leaving the state. And sure enough, she's like, oh, it's right next door. I'm like, all right, yeah, that's how borders work. You know? If you're right at the edge of one, you'll slip into another state. That's kind of how that works. And we went to this place, I don't even know what it was. It was like some salad place or something. But there's like a jacked up dude there. Like, he seemed like the stereotypical Midwest Southern dude, just like shirt, no sleeves, just looks like he throws men for a living, just jacked. And he came out of a Dodge Challenger, and he had a skull on the hood, and he had a matching tattoo on his arm, and you're like, oh my God. Like, you know when you see those people that peaked in high school? And you're like, that guy's accomplishment board is all checked off. You're like, I'm big as his house? Hell yeah. Oh, none of my shirts have sleeves? Hell yeah. I got a Dodge Challenger with a skull decal on the hood? Hell yeah. And I got the matching tattoo. That's what's scary about being that big, because no one close to you has the balls to tell you that's a dumb idea. Because you know he ran it by his friends. He's like, you see that hood? I'm going to get a tattoo that matches. And they're all thinking the same thing. Why? What kind of head injury do you think you might get one day where you're going to be wandering around the parking lot of a Walmart going, that's my Challenger. Of course, I didn't have the courage to tell him either. I just politely nodded, and I'm like, I'm going to tell people in a strip mall about this. And hope you're not here. Yeah. How terrifying would that be? You just hear, hey! And I'm like, I got to skedaddle out the front door. Excuse me, the back door. It's going to be a situation. Yeah. Got good energy in here. All right. I walked in, I couldn't tell. I looked at you, I'm like, this feels like a Homeowners Association meeting. I don't know what's going on here. We're going to talk about Bethany's lawn, you know? Letting the dandelions take over. We got to figure that out. So good. I like it. So much room in this town. Every restaurant we've gone to, there's plenty of room. I like that. You guys aren't overpopulated. There's no traffic. I was in traffic for a minute, and it was just a red light. That's all it was. It was a red light. And then we waited, and then it was our turn. And I'm like, hell yeah. I'm not used to that. I live in Southern California where you want to eat at a restaurant, and then you get there, and there's a line, so you go to your second choice, and you get there, and there's a wait. And then you go to your third choice, and you realize, well, we're back at home, aren't we? Look at us making mac and cheese at home again. It's just a wait everywhere. Excellent food, though. I dug it. Absolutely loved it. Delicious. Absolutely. I put on 10 pounds in a single day. Every place. You guys, we went to some hipster place. It was here, like the something, Grail Grains or something? Holy Grains? Holy Grail, something along those lines? Yeah. Some dude with like a nice beard gave me some grains that looked like rice, and I'm like, oh, what kind of rice is this? He goes, that's not rice, that's something. I don't even know. I don't know what he said. Fiero? I don't know. I don't know what the hell it was. I'm like, that's just short grain rice. He goes, no, that's and I was like, if you say so, man. I'm actually glad it's whatever you said it is, because I'd be mad if I paid $50 for rice. So, yes. Leave it be weird, man. That makes me feel better. Put some names on it. I don't know if you guys agree. Like, if I go to a restaurant and it's like an expensive burger, lie to me. Tell me it's bison. You know? They're like, oh, that's our bison burger. And I'm like, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I can't tell the difference. If we did a blind taste test between a regular cow and bison, I don't know. Is this one turkey? No? All right. It's bison. I can't tell.